Hello, everyone. Welcome to Code with Femi. It's been a long time. I really miss you guys, and I hope you guys miss me too. In this video, we're going to be talking about how I relocated from South Africa to the Netherlands with my family as a tech professional. It's been actually a very, very hectic journey. With relocating with three kids and my wife and myself. It's been a heck of a journey, and but I'm really grateful that I'm here in the Netherlands, and we've been here for 4 months. But I just want to go back to the initial point before we got here, and which was how did I get this this job. And it's actually through a site called relocate.me. And that is how I actually got the actual interview. And I went for the interview. It's a combination of technical assessment and soft skills assessment. And after that, we went through the journey of applying for our visa. After the approval of the visa, we actually had to start sorting out our personal belongings in South Africa. Make sure that we can sell the things we could sell, give out the ones that we couldn't sell. And that was what we had to do. But it was really tedious. And there were even days that we couldn't really sleep because there was just a lot of things that we need to sort out. And we actually even made use of some online platforms to sell some of these things, which was really good. And I could remember that on the last day, we actually had to pack our bags, make sure that our bags were packed and ready to go. And we moved into an Airbnb. And then we were there, before the actual flight. And what we also planned was that we would actually fly at night. So I think if I could remember clearly, we flew around 11:45 p.m. It was really late. And the reason why we actually planned this was because we wanted the kids to sleep, so that we can actually, be able to have some peace of mind. Because you flying during the day with kids can be really, really challenging, because they're just gonna be crying and they will be much more needy. So fast forward on the day we got to the airport, it was really, like we checking in our bags. We were almost gonna be late for our flight, by the way, but we made it. And the thing is, we got in, and to our surprise, the kids were so comfortable. We didn't add any hassles with them. They enjoy. They watch some kiddies movies, and then at some point they actually slept. And all through the actual flight, I wouldn't say we had any like major issue with them, which was really good. So we arrived here on the 30th of November. We actually, we were actually booked into a hotel, and the hotel was quite nice. We had some nice pizza. They even had this nice welcome stuff on the TV, which was cool. Welcome Oluwafemi, which was really nice. And my family was really happy. My kids were just going up the stairs and down. They were just really like interested in the design of the actual room, which was really also interesting to me. And later I actually had to step out to get a SIM card, and I got I think I got I've even forgotten the name of the actual card I got. But I know that it's some card, yeah, Leica Mobile. And it was not great. It wasn't great because I expected it to be a good sim, but it didn't work well for me, because the fact is that the network was not good. Even when you buy data and you buy airtime, it doesn't work. for some reason. I think maybe it's because of the location where I was. So I had to change to Vodafone. So that was what I actually started using, and which was really working well. And although some people say that Leica Mobile is much far cheaper than Vodafone, but I feel like it's much more better to use Vodafone. Yeah, it all depends on your choice, but that is just my experience. And later, what I could remember doing was actually also like at some point I had to step out to meet my brother because he actually came down from the UK with his family as well to receive to receive us. And we also had to get the keys to the actual apartment where that was secured for us by the relocation specialist of the company that I'm currently working for. I just remembered actually before he came, before my brother came from the UK, I was actually being proactive. So I actually like went to IKEA at Barendrecht, and it was actually the shock of my life. I think that was one of my first shock coming into this country, because normally in South Africa, if you go to like a furniture store and then you buy the furniture, it's easy for you to actually just step out of the store and get a van. It's like very easy. You can just say, oh, okay, I need to get this this furniture's home, and there's always an available van for you. But yeah, it's a different story entirely, because I bought the old furnitures, the beddings and all of that, and they also even suggested that they would like to deliver this home. And for some reason I was like, no, because I need it. We need those things as quick as possible because we're moving into the apartment quite soon. So I was like, no, it's fine, I'm just gonna like organize a van, because I was thinking, okay, it's just me stepping out of IKEA and get a van. That didn't go well, because the whole thing did not happen that way. I couldn't get a van, and it was also getting very late. My phone died, so it was just a a shock. So what I finally did was I had to go to the customer care at IKEA, and they were able to keep the things I've bought. And then my plan was that the next day I would actually get my brother, because he's got a car, so we're just gonna use his car to to bring the actual furniture home. Of which that was what happened. But yeah, so don't always think there's always an available van for you. You need to, in a way, like plan ahead. I think you need to plan ahead. So yeah, so moving on, basically we moved into the apartment. The apartment is a very nice place. It's in a high-rise building. You could actually see other buildings. We've got a nice view. We really enjoy the place. It's quite spacious as well. The kids could run around. And the actual apartment is quite warm. Like I was actually very impressed. Like even though it was very very cold outside, but inside the house was quite warm. And it seems like there's this central heating that actually happens that keeps you warm inside the house, which I really love. So we don't really need to actually like turn on the heaters in the house. It's like it's just it's really warm and nice. It's cozy. So that I appreciate about the place we're staying. And also the place we're staying is actually close to all the stores. You want to buy clothes, you want to eat, you want to go to McDonald's. McDonald's is like 2 minutes away from my place. I could get fat if I want to. So it's like the best time ever, because we're just at the center of everything. What really made the experience a lot more exciting is because the actual company in Cool Blue really helped to ensure that I get all the necessary information and also the necessary support through the relocation specialist that was assigned to my family. He was really brilliant. He helped in terms of ensuring that We could get all the necessary information, shops you could go, things you need, like, the transport card, like how do you move from one point to the other? What do you need? Like, the actual card you need to be able to board a bus or a tram or a metro or a train. It actually helped with all of this. And also, for you coming into the Netherlands, it's very important that you also register your address. So the apartment that we actually got, we had to register it under the municipality, and this is just to be able to ensure that they know who you are. Another thing that we had to do is also like get our BSN number. So the BSN number is a unique number to each individual. So each of us have our own BSN number, and after we did the registration, we just started getting mails, getting information. And the nice thing is that every house has their own post box where you can get your mails, which is really good. And it is actually really nice being here. I could see, even in terms of our kids, they were sending us information about the vaccination continuation, because our kids were already having vaccination from South Africa. They're going through this immunization process, so we had to continue that. When we got here, and that really helped. And also, even my son, my eldest son, actually was able to start a Dutch school, and he's actually learning. He's enjoying. He has new friends, and we also were invited to actually forced to come and check the school out. See the playing area, the classes, and it was actually very nice. It was a good experience, and so far so good. Every time I ask him, he's always happy, to go to school, and there's a lot of activities he's also doing. And yeah, it's actually very nice. It's nice being here as a family. The next experience I would like to talk about is the biking experience. Like, yeah, if you have a bicycle, you can get around. You don't need a car. Like, everyone actually rides a bicycle here. Everybody is on bicycles here, and it is quite like interesting to see. You would see in cases where a woman is riding a bicycle and there's two kids, one at the back and one in the front, and they are well fine. Sometimes when I see them, I'm really scared like they could fall, but it's like they're professionals. Like, everyone is just biking, and it was quite fascinating to see. And for me also, I actually had to join them, because I'm like, yeah, if they're biking here, why don't I try it out? And I actually tried it out. I bought myself a bike, and I actually, like, some days I actually cycle to the physical office, and sometimes I also like ride my bicycle to church. And the road, wow, it's amazing. Like, there's a bicycle path on the road. Like, I'm not talking about the main road where the cars drive. I'm talking about there's a bicycle path where you can ride all across everywhere. Like, it is just amazing. So if you have a bike, you can get to anywhere. And for me, I feel like it also like helps me to exercise, because back in South Africa, I rarely ride my bike, and it's because I'm always scared that I might get knocked by a car. so I don't do much of riding bicycle back in South Africa. But being here, I'm always riding bicycle. Even when I need to go get groceries, I ride the bicycle there, put my groceries on the bike, and ride it back home. So it's quite an amazing experience. And the next one I want to touch on is actually the stores. So inside the stores, for me, it's a little bit of a challenge, going into the stores to buy things, because the actual name on the actual items is in Dutch. So you need to always have your phone with you, and your phone has to have some sort of like a translator So I use the Google Translator for for translating the actual labels on the actual items, and that is how I'm able to like know what to buy. And but it's quite easier, it got easier as I kept on going, and I can find my way around the store now. So it's quite nice also to the fact that you actually can pack your own groceries yourself and pay. So there's a self service there. You don't have to go through a like a store attendant. You can actually just pack your groceries yourself. There's a scanner. You can scan all the items, and then you can pay by your card, and then you can actually leave the grocery store once you're done. So it's quite like very very convenient if you don't want to stand in the queue. My experience working with the company is quite an interesting one. It's a new culture because the team I am in, it's multicultural. So you're dealing with different nationalities, which is quite an interesting one. But the thing I would say is that the actual company actually fosters like togetherness, being friends with one another, being flexible, being unconventional, and also like you can go for it. So that those are the kind of values that the company actually like focuses on, and I actually resonate with it. It's actually very nice, working with the company. Like it's very nice. They're very nice people there, and also like you could see also people are really dedicated to meet people. It was actually in a very nice I actually met with my manager that received me, and it was really a nice man. And I really enjoyed the experience. He took me through the different meeting rooms. He introduced me to different people, and also during lunch he actually like took a walk with me. We actually walked, and we took a walk. Like it was quite a long walk, and we were having a chat, and I really enjoyed it, and it's quite a really good experience for me. There's one actual culture shock experience I would like to share, which is in terms of medical, like so what happened was, in my case, I was sick for about 2 weeks. And normally in South Africa, if you're sick, maybe 3 days in, you can actually just go see a GP, which is a general practitioner. But yeah, it's like you need to actually, even though you have you might have your medical insurance, but you still need to register to a GP so that you can actually be able to be helped whenever you're sick. But I didn't register, and for that I couldn't see a doctor whilst I was sick. I made several calls, and the lady was telling me I need to use ibuprofen and paracetamol. I was like, like what's going on? So, but finally, I was able to register, and I was able to see a doctor. And when I saw the doctor, I just told him straight, like, I need antibiotics because I've been using paracetamol for some time and it's not working. I'm not getting better. And that was just a shock for me because it was a mission actually seeing that, that GP. And that is something I'm really not, familiar with. So it was quite an interesting one, but all well and good. I'm actually fine now. In summary, I would say that my experience here has been a great one. I'm really enjoying it, except for the weather. The weather is not that friendly, but although it's getting warmer now, which is good. But the people are very nice. People are, they want to, they're welcoming. They want to help you whenever you need assistance, which is really good. And also getting around in this country is very easy. Like you just need a transport card called OV Chip Card, and that helps you to be able to travel easily. Like I would say that is one big plus for me. And also the safety, like it's safe. We can walk in the middle of the night without having worries that you could be mocked, or you could be attacked. Although some of the colleagues have some of my colleagues have actually mentioned that it can actually happen in some places, but so far so good. I've not experienced that. And also for the kids as well, you can take them to open playgrounds, and they have fun. It's really nice here. And for me, I would say that the experience was really cool. And I hope you enjoyed this actual video. And for my Dutch people, if there's anything you feel like I'm not mentioning, or you feel like there's something I'm missing or something I've gotten wrong, please help me. You can put a comment, and let's actually like share information, that is actually going to be valuable to others. Cheers.